Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Got our hay finished up. I'm trying to text real quick. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hey, Mr. Steve. All right. Denbeck Farms got us a just all average pour here. Lee Harris, good evening, buddy. Gordon Bryant made it in. We went camping the weekend, had a wonderful time. Got home today probably about 2 o'clock. See if I can find y'all a little bit of footage. Give you a little sneak peek of the riding the weekend. Mr. Steve just shared it out. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. Yeah, I was looking for some footage. Let me try to pull that up. It's starting to get cool here, though. It's supposed to get down to 41 degrees tonight. That's very close to the 30s. Mighty early for us. $47 there. Yeah, it ain't quite that cool here yet. Let me pull mine up. The weather app, Lee Gordon. It's 52 here right now. And it's going to 42 tonight. 41, 42 tonight. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you haven't. It's free. We only got, 3 of them? That's pretty weak. Even for y'all standards, that's weak. We got our hay finished up. We was on our last, 30 acres. 25 acres when we broke. Picked up something, broke 2 belts on the baler. Nowhere local had them. So my buddy over at Gerraldfarms sent his guy to run over with his baler and knocked it right out for us. Turn this here volume down before I get in trouble. Here we go. We're fitting to send our Ranger in this hole. Can y'all see that? That was way too deep for our machine. Got my feet nasty up to my knees. Yeah, I shouldn't. I don't never put my stuff in that kind of mess. I shouldn't have done that. I shared that on TikTok. I got the volume cut down so I can't get in trouble. That's Gerraldfarms. They come over and bailed us out. Literally bailed us out. How about that? Deanie, what's going on, buddy? Hope everything's going good. Yeah, I normally don't put my machine and stuff like that, and I reckon we had a little bit of liquid encouragement, and we stuck him off down in there. Scott, what's going on, buddy? Scott said he hit the thumbs up when he come in. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all follow Scott's lead, y'all gonna make it to something. We ain't got no craft beers. We have to. Yeah, man, is y'all Chris Denny there at Denny's Country Life. He been a little hard to see here lately. I mean, we ain't seen him lately, but man, he's been around since the beginning of Gerraldfarms on YouTube here. He used to give me encouragement when we had like 20 subscribers, and I was talking about the heartaches, and he talked me into hanging in there. Finally. I got a bunch of y'all's numbers, and I just don't call you because I don't like aggravating people. You ain't gonna get to say I aggravate you. So yeah, we just drinking a few things. I'm gonna call you tonight at 1 o'clock, Scott, just for that. I think we're sitting good on hay after we baled. I thought I had some more footage of us baling. You can tell a good guy when you see one. Yeah, we still don't do it near as hard as we should, and we don't try as hard. I don't upgrade and change and do stuff to make things go better, because if it's not going to work with just me being me, then it wasn't never meant to be anyway. So I'm thankful for the ones of y'all that do come in and we hang out, and I made a couple handfuls of real good friends because of this app. My baler, we run over something and broke two belts on the baler on the 8455 case IH baler. Nowhere local had them, and they were calling for rain Friday. And luckily, Gerraldfarms they picking cotton right now, and they had a hand that was able to go, and he come with the machine, y'all, and literally it wasn't 30 minutes after we baled the last bale of hay, we got rain. So man, that was perfect. Love my case. Love the 5140. It's not new. You know, it's wore out just about, but everything I got's wore out. So the air conditioning still works. After we got it, we fixed the air conditioner, new compressor, condenser, a couple other things. The YouTube guys helped me with that. Mr. Monty. I can't remember his new channel name, or Rustic or Relic Farms. Farming for Fun and Profit, Mr. David, them guys is air conditioner messiahs, man. If they can talk me over the phone and tell me how Vintage Farm, that's it. If they can tell me over the phone how to fix air conditioning, they good at it. Hey, Trumpet Master. Yeah, it's been a minute. Hey, at least you're back in here now. If y'all just coming in, hit that thumbs up. Once the AC works and the PTO spins, that's right. Yeah, I really like it. It's so much easier the past 3 years or so baling hay with that cab tractor versus that old 574 for y'all that's been around from the beginning, like Scott and Chris Denny and Steve Mack and some of y'all guys. Y'all remember them days. Yeah, radio helps. No, I ain't knocking it. Excuse me. The new one's it's still got a bunch of bells to make before it catches up with the 574. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that was some long, hard days, y'all, sitting on that 574, cutting hay from 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning to 9:30 at night. Yeah, that was some long days, man, I'm telling you. The beat, now we can bale a little faster. That's what I was fitting to say. What have I noticed the biggest difference other than the cab convenience? The cutting's pretty much the same. The 574 would run the dog out of the cutter, but with baling we had to slow down a little in thick hay. Where now with the 5140 with that 5.9 Cummins, you don't know the difference in thick windrow versus a little windrow. A long time, probably 6 years, 5 years with no canopy. We only had the canopy the 1 or 2 summers before we found our cab tractor. Got a commercial. That's good. That'll keep the bubblies bubbly. Major Llewellyn, what's going on, buddy? We did. We had a great week, man. Got our hay done. I got it all moved except for, I don't know, 15 acres probably. We'll get it jockeyed. We'll go ahead and move it to, we got staging areas at each cow pen. We'll move it and get it staged. So in the winter, when we're haying up, we just go to each pen, spear the bales, put them in, and don't have to haul them. Go ahead and do the hauling now. Yep. We'll try to maybe get us another couple races in before all the racing shuts down this year. We working on a few more changes for that. What's everybody been up to the weekend? We got what, 15 people in, 14 people. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. Yeah, I was telling y'all, we broke 2 belts on our baler, right? There is nobody local had them. Y'all guess how much the belts are for our baler? Shell Kern yesterday. How much do y'all think a belt costs for my round baler? Yep, my uncle's got some bad Mustangs. Yep. Bought a 99 GT. So 99. Got the 5.0 in it, which is a 302 Ford small block. Y'all guessing on a Beller, on my round Beller. 300 and a 174.95. Trying to think what you can do, Chris. First thing I would do, I mean, there's a bunch of like 99 is very early as far as computers go. You might could get a program for that thing. 99 is gonna be very early though. Probably not gonna get nothing. If it was me, I would put a cam in that baby, change the lifters, push rods, rocker arms, cam, maybe go from a 1.5 to a 1.65 rocker arm ratio. Would you a cam? Couple different companies we could text or I could chat with you if you're serious, and I'll get you hooked up with some guys. A little bit of work, but I've seen you working though. You've got some mechanical skill, know how. You can put a cam in a car. Definitely think you could do it. All right. 69. What's going on, buddy? It's $457 or $459 per belt. And I think the cheap, I cannot remember. So if I guess on all of them, it's going to be guessing. I think it was $1,900 for the set if you bought the set. And we're going to have to get a set. It's a 4.6. Okay. I would definitely cam it. Yeah, I would have. Dang, I'd have thought the 99 was the 5.0. Would have been the, but that's actually that's early for a Coyote, but it could have been the old school 5.0. Yeah, man, you can there's a couple different companies that offer cam packages for, for Mustangs, for any car basically, even the LS truck. Let me grab me one more solar pop. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the 4.6 is a V8. Like a 289. Yeah, 4.6 would have to be built off of the 289 or something very close to that, Scott. You right. Like I said, a 5.0 is a 302. Yeah, 5.0 is a 302. And in a Chevrolet world, a 5.0 is a 305. Lincoln, Georgia. Yeah, they will scat. You put you during, like I said, there's some small stuff, and you could even get by probably with just doing some under the valve cover stuff to start with to get your fingers greasy to start with. Like I said, Chris has got mechanic know-how too. I've seen him work on tractors and hay equipment enough that he can turn wrenches. I got a 350, a SBC 350 sitting out there, Chris. I can hook you up with. It's probably about, on a good day, probably about 780 horsepower. Catch him on a bad day, he probably about 695, depending on the humidity. Put you one of them 1100 CFM Hollies right there on it, and that there put you penny back in the seat. I need to find, I got some pictures of my Camaro. I used to have in high school, I got an 80 Camaro that we redone. I got pictures somewhere. Yeah, that's some of our built motors that we run. It's hard to get on a Chevy block. You start getting 800, the blocks, a standard small block Chevy block won't hardly stand it. They'll bust. The block will separate. See behind them. Yeah, I don't drive fast on the road though. Man, damn insurance is too high, too crazy. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Leave early, take your time on the road, man. It's so easy to mess up and mess them up and pay got crazy insurance for years and years and years to come. What's everybody got planned for the upcoming week? We got to move some more hay. Cut my grass one more time, and then I want to find some peanuts to boil. I didn't get to boil me none last year. I'm gonna try to pick me up some from a local farmer this year. Some leaves are starting to fall. Just take the leaf blower and blow them in the neighbor's yard, Mr. Steve. You and the neighbor take turns blowing them back and forward. Gonna be wet there, 69. It's cool here, buddy. I was telling them earlier, let me pull the weather back up. Suppose you start chopping corn. They're calling for 41 degrees here tonight. That is pretty cool for us. Then in the low 50s the rest of the week. Back in the 40s beginning of next week. You don't have to bag them or nothing. Okay. We don't have many leaves at my house here where I'm at. At my farmhouse where the shop's at, we've got a couple trees that drop leaves. I normally just take the lawnmower and grind them up a couple times. But here we have a couple pine trees, so you have pine needles. It takes a lot of them to aggravate anything, or it don't bother me. The pine cones is a little aggravating. There's no collection of nothing here like that other than your house trash. You know, we got a can that you pay so much a month. They pick it up once a week. No recycling stuff. You do that, you got to haul it somewhere. Yep, we've got to check ours, Chris. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to make a note right now. I got to check the motor in the race car. I haven't had to add any water to any tractors this year, but during the season, but I'll still check them. Check all of our vehicles just in case. Our side-by-sides. 72 bags of these. Wow. That's a lot of raking up. Yeah, man, I'd have bought me a zero turn and ground them babies up. Blow them up. Just keep going over and over and over. And I'd have ground them up to mulch. or get Gordon to go up there. Gordon got that big blower that'll hook onto a skid steer. He'll blow them 4 or 5 houses down. Hey, Britt, what's going on, buddy? Here's a good place. Britt had a post the other day for y'all that don't know. We have a Facebook group called Anything Ag. You can talk about anything that's ag other than selling stuff. We don't sell stuff. He asked the other day about pressure washing his equipment, getting people's opinions on it. I told him there's nothing wrong with it as long as you pressure wash it, then grease everything real good, and then the grease will push the water back out where it shouldn't be. What's y'all's opinions on pressure washing stuff? Your hay equipment. I don't really do it, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like I said, as long as you grease it afterwards, I think it's fine. Another thing that really, because there's the Facebook group right there. Mr. Steve just shared it. If y'all are not in it, swing over there and ask to join or whatever, and we'll get you in. Like I said, you can talk about whatever. Just don't post nothing for sale. It ain't a classified. The moderators will throw your mess out and throw you out. You be trying to sell stuff. Dang, I done lost my train of thought now, what I was fitting to say. Was that your sister's cottage? Yeah, that darn blower Gordon's got, that thing hooks on the front end of the skid steer. I said, it'll blow it clean over your neighbor's house to the next one over. Yeah. This really, really surprised me to amount of farmers, construction people, whatever, that I'm a firm believer in greasing a chain, spraying a chain. Like I spray chain lube on my chains, on my bellers. It really surprised me the number of people that don't spray them and run them dry. They just replace them and say it's. I mean, I can see a little bit of their argument that when I spray mine, yeah, hay dust and stuff sticks to it. Excuse me. So that's creating wear. I had a fan at work that ran out. Wow. Yep, we do too. Like I said, if you wash it off real good right now before you put it up, because if you pressure wash it right now, my personal belief, if you pressure wash it right now and put it up all winter and water gets in somewhere, that's gonna rust up a couple months, right? Where if you pressure wash it, then grease it, maybe it'll push that moisture back out and it won't rust. That's 69. That's part of my thinking too. The water pressure turned okay. Yep, that was part of mine. I mean, like I thought that the lubricant kept heat down, which kept wear down, not only on your chain, but the sprockets. Man, some of them sprockets are expensive on them bellers and stuff. I don't remember, but those of y'all that were around when I first got that 8455, I had to put a sprocket on. I can't remember if it was the top drive or the bottom drive, but that sprocket was a couple $100. I just couldn't imagine running a chain on a drive, but like I said, I do see that when I spray mine, yeah, my chains do be dirty. Because stuff sticks. Well, it's been 30 minutes. It went quick tonight. She went by fast tonight. I'm not sure. We've had them close to Thanksgiving. He's going in for a total rebuild. Wow. Yeah, mine like when I pulled my baler out the other day, before I ever left the shop, we fired it up, had it running. Well, every grease fitting on it, dry shaft, PTO, everything on it. Fired it up, turned the PTO on, and as soon as you start spraying them chains, you can hear the machine the machine just quietens right down. Might look for a new snowblower this week. Well, keep the old one. So next time you come, you bring the old one down here. I ain't never had a snowblower. We might can grind up something with the old one. Well, guys and gals, I appreciate all of y'all. Same with the combine. Yeah, man. I believe in grazing them. I use chain lube from Tractor Supply. I'm looking on my shelf right now. I don't have any in my shop right here, but it's liquid rinse chain lube from Tractor Supply is what I use. Don't buy Power Smartest junk. Yeah, we use liquid rinse chain lube from Tractor Supply. It's like maybe $6 a can. But I appreciate all of y'all for coming in, hanging out with us, and supporting us here at Gerraldfarms. Look forward to seeing y'all back again next Sunday night. Use motor oil works too. I use engine oil and chain. So, okay. Appreciate y'all coming in and supporting us. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.